And the marriage is not because she loves you, okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past that she messed up.
What up? 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 Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're streaming to a new platform, if I'm not mistaken. We're streaming on BitChute. I got 3 people watching me on BitChute, and that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Shout out to the hold up. Shout out to the BitChute crew. I appreciate you. Hold on. We about to get started, but just bear with me. I'm excited that we streaming to a new platform. I'm trying to figure out how to stream to MGTOW.tv too. Um, hold on. Let me see some. Let me see something real quick. Everybody bear with me. See something real quick. Shout out to my BitChute watchers. Family, let me know something in the live chat. Let me know you in here rocking with me. I'm excited. Be streaming to a new platform where a lot of my diehard uh viewers are on BitChute. Pretty much everybody who's following me on BitChute has been rocking with me since my first channel ever. That's another reason why I'm pretty excited to be live streaming from there. Um, I'm excited. Be streaming to a new platform where a lot of my diehard uh viewers are on BitChute. Pretty much everybody who's following me on. Okay, let's see if I can get this working on MGTOW.tv real quick. Grab that. Saying error. That's whack. I don't know why it's not letting me. Let's try one more time. Let's start from scratch. Okay. YouTube, boom, public, public, MDC, publish, unidentified. That's whack. Very whack, folks. Let's see. We ain't gonna let it hold up the stream. Let's see who popping on BitChute. Okay, 3 people still watching saying error. That's whack. I ain't mad at it. All right, let's get started with something. Let's get started with this nonsense. Hold on, real quick. What we looking like on Rumble? All right.
A man followed me home from a grocery store yesterday. While I A man followed me home from a grocery store yesterday. While I was buying actually a new ponytail, when I came out of the hair supply store, a guy was sitting in his vehicle and he started yelling at me, "Hey, hey, 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 hey."
I hope this town will keep going.
No, we're gonna
This is not true. That doesn't even make sense.
Oh, off top. Yeah. Off top. Do we believe her? Do we believe her? What's up with her hairstyle? I mean, it just looked crazy. Even with the comment in the middle of her head, that hairstyle doesn't look coherent. But I guess we'll give it a pass, man. I don't think nobody was really checking for you, and if they were, we know the quality of this man had to be super duper low. I don't believe a man with a car would holler at you. Now, if you said a dude was screaming at you from the bus stop, that might line up a little more. But you know what? Let's continue. Let's humor her.
Hey. I was on the phone with a friend, and the friend was like, "Who is that talking to you?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just some dude trying to talk to me." And I just kept walking, talking on the phone like I didn't hear him. I went into Food Lion. I went into the Chinese restaurant and picked up my food. I then went and picked my son up. His school is across the street from this little shopping center. When I left from picking my son up, we live very close to where his school is. When I pulled into my neighborhood, I noticed that the dude had followed me home. Now, I live in a very
Right.
had followed me home. Now, I live in a very small kind of neighborhood. It's all dead ends, pretty much. We know who's supposed to be there, but I recognized his vehicle. So when I pulled in, my street is a dead end street. So I had already turned in on my street, but I slowed down to see if he was also going to turn down my street. If he was, then I wasn't going to pull in my driveway. I was just going to go in the cul-de-sac, turn around, and drive back out. But he was driving slow, and he drove past my street. So I went ahead down to the cul-de-sac and waited a few minutes. My son and my pew pew was in my car with me, though. So I told my son, if this guy comes up to me, just be ready. So yeah, this conversation and men at
Hold on. Hold on. So was the son supposed to splat him? I mean, I don't know how old the son is. I'm assuming a minor. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. I mean, she didn't explicitly say that she was expecting the son to grab the pistol and go ham, but I'm gonna say it's the mother's duty to grab the pew pew and put in work, right? Is the mother supposed to protect the child? Okay, but if he was 18 or older, like, okay, I'm curious what y'all think. If he was 18 or older, he should grab the nine, right? But if he's a minor, mom should grab the nine and bust it. Let me know what y'all think below. I don't believe any of this happened, by the way. Because okay, so did he follow you or did he not follow you? And if he was gonna follow you, why did he not follow through with the follow? You said he didn't come down your street, so was it even the same guy? Is any of this true? It doesn't matter. Let's finish up the story.
this conversation and men acting like somehow or another they don't understand it. Like, I'm literally telling you, and you said your comment was, "I'm gonna call cap on that." So
Huh, take this slow. We're breaking this down slow. I'm pulling up the stream on my phone. We're gonna break this down slow. So The comment says no diss. However, I don't think you would really want to be in the woods with a bear rather than being hit on. Let's just say this is true. Let's say some guy tried to holler at her, and well, first off, based on her story, we don't know if he was trying to holler at her. She may have had some toilet paper on the bottom of her shoe. He was like, "Hey, hey, hey, ma'am, you got some toilet paper on the bottom of your shoe." So from even from her story, there was no confirmation that he was trying to holler at her because she said, "I just pretended like I was on the phone and kept walking." Do you want us to believe that any man thought you was that fine to where it's like I tried to holler at her, but now I'm about to just follow her home? See, here's why it doesn't add up. If he was like the type of creeps that follow you home, they don't want attention brought on to them. I feel like the last thing a dude who is gonna follow a woman home to grape her or spill her or whatever he gonna do, the last thing you want to do is draw all the attention in public to him that he was yelling, "Hey, hey, hey, ma'am, hey, hey." That's the last thing he's gonna do. Second of all, you said he followed you home, but then you saw the car that looked familiar, but he kept driving. So maybe that wasn't the same car, or maybe you lying your ass off. I'm gonna go with the latter. So many parts of this story don't add up. But let's just say all this is true and he was gonna follow her home and grape her, but he had a change of heart the last minute and just kept driving. Your argument that being stuck in the woods with a bear nearby about to attack is a better scenario to be in than a random guy hitting on you at the grocery store. It's fucking retarded. Because even if this story is true, how often out of all the times men have ever hit on you, and I'm not even gonna make that joke, but look at how big her fingers are. That's like a George Foreman fist that she's making right there. Anyway, look, out of all the times any guy has hit on you since you were 18, what percentage of those guys followed you home or physically assaulted you? I mean, 3 would be crazy. Like, you have the worst luck in the world if 3 men have physically hurt you or followed you home after hitting on you. But even if it was 3 or 4 or 5, the whole point that you're trying to make is like, I got a better chance surviving a bear attack in the woods than the average man hitting on me. That's what's being implied here. If I had to choose between a guy hitting on me at the grocery store or fighting a bear, I would choose fighting a bear. That it would be safer to fight a bear.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Look, this is what I want to say about this. This is so stupid. I might have to chop. I didn't even record this. I should have recorded this. I should just start recording all my episodes. I don't know, and then deleting them if I don't end up using them or something. I could still rip it or something. But fellas, I want to say this. Stop feeding these women's algorithm. Stop boosting their algorithm points or whatever the hell you call them by even commenting on this nonsense. You see what I'm saying? You're helping her business out by commenting on her post. Ignore these people. That's the best way to punish them, especially women. That definitely is the best way to punish women. Their kryptonite is not getting attention and accountability. But don't waste your time trying to hold them accountable. It ain't gonna happen. Your best defense against them, ignore them.
I'm gonna call cap on that.
Before we continue, I want to announce again I'm streaming live on BitChute for the first time ever, and I'm pretty fucking stoked about it for some reason. Even though I only got 3 people watching me, and I think I'm one of them because I got the stream pulled up. But shout out to the 2 people watching on BitChute. Let yourself be known in the live chat. I just want to know who rocking with me. Shout out to BitChute. I still can't figure out how to live stream to MGTOW.tv, but fuck it. I think it's a way I can stream on Twitter. Hold on, let me double check. Can I stream live on Twitter via Streamlabs? Okay, I think I only got like 20 people following me on Twitter, but maybe we can get some new audience on Twitter. We'll try it out next time. Let's finish up this stupid shit so we can move on. Good one, T. Orlando. Good one.
Comment was, I'm gonna call cap on that. Sir, I would rather be in the woods. I told y'all I'm from the country any damn way. I would rather be in the woods. I'm comfortable in the woods. I grew up playing in the woods. I grew up hunting and I grew up fishing. I still love to fish. I would rather be in nature than literally at the grocery store.
Whenever I see
Oh, that's dumb. That's
Is this camera on me?
Yes.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
now Instagram. I probably get banned off Instagram. Let me Google something real quick. I think we're gonna go over this one for a couple of minutes. I don't really got nothing planned for tonight's stream. We just gonna wing it, go over random shit as we go. Oh no, I know what I want to go over. So Corey Holcomb, a video came out of Corey Holcomb hitting a woman, and she didn't hit him first. She was just running off at the mouth as women do, and he couldn't compose himself, and he swung on her because he a bitch ass nigga. I already told y'all he was a bitch ass nigga, and more evidence keep coming out that he a bitch ass nigga. First, he was trying to attack his wife or was saying something about Anton's wife and played a video. And then he's talking about Anton's daughter. He's putting up pictures on the big screen of Anton's daughter and talking shit about his daughter. Bitch ass nigga, man. Telling you. But we gonna go over it. We gonna go over it. But first, let me check one thing. How hard or easy is it to gain new Twitter followers by live streaming?
gaining new Twitter followers through live streaming is generally a slow process. More effective for engaging current followers, getting viewers from other channels, and being a primary way to find new ones. Consistent, high quality content is key.
Go is it for new people to find your Twitter live stream if you're live streaming on Twitter?
It can be somewhat challenging for new users to find your live stream on Twitter, as discovery depends on the Explore tab, trending topics, or follower notifications. Without actively promoting your stream, for example, with engaging content, it can get lost.
Yeah, this makes sense. All right, let's get into this. Or matter of fact, let's get into the Corey Holcomb video. Okay, bunch of niggas standing outside. See, these are the type of environments I don't put myself in. I see. Okay, so she clapping her hands, doing a lot of theatrical shit. And look at Corey. Got in her face, mushed her. I mean, I don't know if you call it a punch or mush. Same difference. And then some other dudes got busy. Man comes to her defense. Now, let's rewind it one more time. They arguing. They arguing. She said something to hit a nerve with his chubby ass. He got triggered. His little bitch ass got triggered. Now, I mean, just off of this, just letting a woman words make you come all across that way. I mean, it wasn't a far walk, but I'm not doing that. I mean, if I got, I'm not saying I can't get triggered. I can get triggered, but I'm not gonna get in a woman's face. Not gonna do it. 'Cause I mean, it's really an intimidation tactic. Well, it was more than a intimidation tactic. But why he ain't swing on? Well, never mind. It was in front of cameras. I mean, this was in front of cameras, but look, it's just sucker shit. Now, okay, did she deserve it? Oh, I'm sure. It's still hoe ass shit for that he did it. Well, you know what? Let me not say that. When I say deserve, I just mean as a person, has she done enough fuck shit in her lifetime to deserve a punch in the face? I'm sure. I'm sure she's done plenty in her life, done plenty of fucked up things where this punch was probably deserved. But I do want to say this: no words should make you turn to violence. Let me just start there. Words, the reaction to words should never be violence. I don't care if you're black and a white man calls you nigger, or they say your daughter's a bitch, your mama a hoe. Words shouldn't make you react with violence. There's nothing anybody should be able to say to you. Well, she wasn't in the man's face. She wasn't in his face. They were kind of far apart. I'll run it back, but she wasn't in his face. He walked over to her and then assaulted her physically. 'Cause he a bitch ass nigga. I mean, I never really. I mean, I watch Corey sometime. Some of the stuff he says is funny. He's an entertaining shock jock or comedian or whatever. So I'm not gonna say I never watch his stuff or I never laughed at anything he ever said. But as far as him as a person, like his character, I never fuck with Corey Holcomb. I always knew he was on some sucker shit. Same thing with Diddy. I've never liked Diddy. I've always thought Diddy was a shady fuck nigga, evil motherfucker. Even when I was a kid, I knew something was off about this nigga. I don't know if it was the dance and take that, take that. I was like, what's up with this nigga? Even as a kid, fuck's up with this nigga, man. No, she wasn't in his face. They had a lot of space. What up, Lauren? Oh, thanks.
Now the decorate mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, mine does like it for me.
Okay, so yeah, they were arguing. I'm sure she was saying all the yeah, I'll play it. Fuck it. I'll play it all the way through and then we'll talk about it again. So some man comes to the rescue. I kind of want to. Oh, let me play it. Let me not talk. Hold on. So he hit her. Then I guess he starts scrapping with somebody else that came to the woman's defense. And they ain't fighting. They just swinging each other. I could tell Corey can't fight because he grabbing niggas. Anytime a nigga grabbing a nigga's sweater and then he ain't even throwing no punches, he just pulling his sweater. That's some girl shit. These niggas sweater pulling. I mean, this nigga ain't throw one punch at the man, but he hit the chick. This nigga pulling sweaters, pulling hoodies. Watch the video. They gonna show it again. I'm trying to see what dude comes to the defense. Is it the dude behind Corey? I don't know. Is it that dude right here? Oh well, can't really tell. Nigga Corey ain't throw one punch at the dude. Anyway, like so. Yeah, let's talk about this angle. I don't know what dude got to fighting with Corey, but let's talk about that angle. Is it your job as a man to fight a random man? Well, like I said, I don't know the relationship with the dude that fought Corey because he punched the girl. It could have been a stranger. It could have been, I don't know. But there's plenty of dudes out there who will fight another man on principle if he sees a man hit a woman. There's plenty of guys out there who just throwing hands with that dude just on principle of it. And that's what I want to talk about. So, well, let's start with me. If a woman I'm with, well, let me not just let me. That's too vague. That's probably too vague. If a female family member with me, you probably would have stolen them just for getting up in her face. And let me start here. In that situation, I'm probably moving off emotion, which isn't good. But I mean, if I'm with, fill in random female family member and motherfucker swing on her, I'm probably just gonna black out. Like I'm probably not gonna think. Okay. And maybe I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing, a bad thing. I mean, now that I'm not in that situation, we can analyze it. Um, but y'all can chime in. If you're out and about and a man walks up to a woman you're with, whether an aunt, a sister, a daughter, whatever, and punch her, what do y'all think is the best next move? I mean, we can come at this from different angles. Um, I'm trying to make an argument for not hitting the dude. I know no woman on the planet would want to hear that. Every woman on the planet would want whatever man she's with to crash out. Just instinctively from a primitive standpoint, from a hind brain or whatever you call it standpoint. Um I think women should be arguing with men, but yes, I also think she shouldn't have got hit for whatever bullshit she said. And I'm sure she probably said some out of pocket shit. I know black women. It's almost like they trying to get hit sometime, but they still shouldn't get hit off of words. Definitely not. Um, see. Here's the thing. Well, let me say this first. Bear with me. I know I'm mumbling or whatever you call it. There's some guys who just aren't fighters. Now, I'm sure y'all seen the video of some out of town or somewhere. I don't know if they were in Colombia, but the lady got attacked with her boyfriend with a knife or something, and the boyfriend ran behind the building and peeked over. Now that's crazy. I know y'all seen that video. Everybody's seen that video. Okay, now that's fucking crazy. To run away and peek while your girlfriend fights off a knife attack is fucking diabolical. I would like to think I wouldn't do that. But the reason why I say that is I'm a big believer in never say what you would or wouldn't do unless you've been in that situation and you got evidence to say, no, I was in that situation before and I popped off. Now, I've never been out with a girl and we got attacked at knife point. I would like to think my Liam Neeson would kick in and I would kick the guy's ass. But who knows? Maybe I would run behind a building and peek. I would like to think I wouldn't do that. The only evidence I have of what I would do in a situation like that, well, I'm usually pretty defensive over my family though. But the only examples I can give is usually anytime there's been even a slight situation where a motherfucker talking crazy to my female family members or look like they about to walk up, I usually buck up, you know? But still can't say. I don't know what I would do if the heat was on and weapons is pulled. But I've noticed myself kind of spazzing out when anybody like does anything close to aggressive or anything like that with one of my loved ones. So yeah, I would like to think I would step up. Um, so let's just start here. He would definitely have to get the fuck out of my female family member's face. I mean, okay, after he hit her, okay, the hit happened. I feel like a lot of people would black out. But the very minimum, that motherfucker is getting pushed, and I'm definitely stepping in front of the woman to handle whatever blows is coming next or whatever coming next. If a gun coming, like so, even for a man who doesn't want to fight the man or is choosing not to fight the man or whatever, I would definitely want a man to at least step in front of the woman at that point or do something to get that man out of the woman's face to stop him from continuously hitting her or whatever. Even if you don't flat out fight him, at the very minimum, get in between them. Or even, I mean, some would say this is some bitch shit, but even if it means getting in front of her and just covering her body with your body, I can even respect that. If a nigga just super pussy, you see your girl just get punched in the face, at the very least, just cover her body with your body after. Get in between them somehow and just fucking absorb the blows. If you just pussy and won't throw a punch, at least cover her body with your body and absorb the blows. I would even give that guy credit and say he took action and protected his woman. I'll give it to him. He put his body in front of hers. Like, you just gonna have to beat my ass, nigga. You can't hit her again. You just gotta fuck me up then. I ain't a fighter, but you gotta fuck me up. I can respect that even. So I guess the point that I'm making here, as a man, something like this happened with your woman. Because we went over a situation like this recently where a guy like touched a dude's girl back or something. That's a different story. This is actually a nigga getting in your girl face and punching her. That's a whole different ball game. Um, I don't know. But okay, I had a bigger point here. But that's if there's so many different angles to go. That's if it's a relative or your girl, your sister, your daughter. Now here's my question for y'all. What if it's a chick you just met that night? Well, let me not say that night. What if it's a chick you just met 2 nights ago and this y'all second date? What's the rules then? Or what if you met her that night? Y'all been kicking it hard. The vibe is strong. But you don't really know her like that. Uh, wh- so what's the steps then? Are you obligated to protect this chick you just been kicking it with for one night? I'm just curious what y'all think. Um, But y'all gonna let me know that below. But this is the point I want to make. We're gonna move on because I'm fucking stuttering and babbling, and this is not probably translating well as a good live stream. But we're gonna get through this. Thank you to my diehards. Shout out to the 2 people watching on BitChute. That's a whole different ball game. Um, I want to say this: if you just a random nigga standing there that really don't have anything to do with that woman, I wouldn't get involved in that, bruh. I wouldn't get involved in that. If a random dude hit a random woman, or even if she your light acquaintance, I wouldn't get involved with that. There's a short list of women I'm willing to go there for. Um, yeah, my mama, my grandmama, my aunts. You know, I mean, I guess it ain't that short of a list. I got a lot of women in my life family members and this and that. So relative or close friend or girlfriend, something like that, you know. But just some random chick that I just make associate, or some chick that I just don't know, or I just been in the club with or something. No, no. But yeah, damn sure if you a stranger, stay the fuck out of it. That's my opinion. It ain't worth getting killed over a stranger. Shit, if you're gonna get killed, at least let it be over somebody you know and love. But like I said at the beginning of this segment, some dudes just ain't on that shit. If they see a dude hit a girl, they crashing out just off their own principle of it. It ain't even about him knowing the woman or caring about the woman. Even if a dude hit a chick he didn't like, he might fight the dude over that just on principle. Cause nigga, you ain't supposed to put your hands on no female. Which that whole rule about men are never supposed to put their hands on a female, y'all know I don't agree with that. But just a woman says something and you put your hands on a female, yeah, you a bitch. Now, if a bitch hit you, oh, all bets are off. Now, if she would have walked up to him and swung on him, yeah, it's all fair in love and war at that point. uh, but let's move on. I'm gonna go get my food. So let me just find something to play real quick. I'll be right back.
Scary thing, and it's happening to me now, is so y'all want to know the scary thing, and it's happening to me now, is being a female, married. I'm 37. I have 2 kids. They're 5 and 7, and I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 plus years. I have no income. I have no money. I use my husband's credit card, and I use my husband's money. And 2 weeks ago, he told me that he wants to move forward with divorce. And today, I literally, like, I use an American Express credit card for everything. It's got my name on it, but obviously he pays the bill. He told me he's gonna cut it off, and I gotta, like, move all the automatic payments and stop using it. And he said, you need to start using your own card now. What card? I don't have a card. That is my card. Terrifying. I mean, I feel like a little girl who needs their mommy because I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't know. Like, it's just terrifying. Terrifying.
Okay, this compilation is one of those where you start watching thinking it's just relationship drama, and 5 minutes later you're sitting there like, wait, this is actually terrifying. Because what these stories are really about isn't romance, it's risk. The kind of risk nobody warns women about in a way that actually lands. When you hand over access to money, you're not just trusting someone with your lifestyle, you're trusting them with your ability to survive. And the scariest part is how fast the floor can drop out from under you. One conversation, one "I want a divorce," and suddenly you're not arguing over feelings, you're staring at your phone like, how do I buy groceries if the card shuts off? That's not being dramatic, that's reality.
I have so many regrets about being a stay-at-home mom, especially now that I'm going through this divorce from my husband. But one of the most heart-wrenching regrets about it is how me being a stay-at-home mom and turning over the responsibility for my basic needs, housing, clothing, food, the things that a human being needs to survive, turning that over to another adult and trusting that person to basically take care of me in this way. Like, what a gesture of trust that was on my part as a very independent woman prior to marriage. I got my first job when I was 14 years old, when I was in my first foster home, and it was a summer job at the Braille Institute. And it was the first opportunity I had to make money for myself, and I needed to do it because I didn't get a lot being in a foster home. And I used that money to buy like deodorant and clothes and shampoo, like basic things that I needed to live. It drilled into my head to be like independent, hyper independent. I couldn't depend on anybody, and obviously not my parents. And so I had to take care of myself. Even when I was in high school, I was working until like 1 o'clock in the morning at Rally's Fast Food in Inglewood, California. Taking the bus like an hour to get home and then going to school the next morning. Been so hyper independent and not trusting of people because of those experiences. And so even into my adult life, I didn't really depend on people, especially financially, and never a man. There was never a man that paid my bills, paid my rent, paid for any of my basic needs. It never happened. I always worked. So when I had my first child 2 years into our marriage, and I worked those whole 2 years, when I had my first child and decided to stay home and talk to my husband about it, it was such a gesture and feeling of trust I had to have for him. I had to trust him that he was never going to use it against me, that he wasn't going to use the fact that he paid for things for me to control me or punish me or throw it in my face. Now that he's using it as a weapon against me in this divorce to try to punish me because I don't want to be married to him anymore, it's just the initial feeling and idea that I had never to trust a man was right. And now I'm paying the price for it.
If you're a stay-at-home mom and you have to ask your spouse to send you money for something, I'm worried for you. Because...
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas fire out you, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Here we go with this shit. The financial abuse shit. Financial abuse. Talk about it real quick. Matter of fact, let's just look it up. Okay, financial abuse is a form of family and domestic violence. Oh, wow. A form of domestic violence? Yeah, this is one of those new woke bullshit definitions. Can I get a 1970 definition of financial abuse? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention donations. So, yeah, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal to stay on 2 hours tonight. Damn, how long have I been on? Oh, almost been on an hour. Let's do this. I'm feeling frisky. $15 to stay on 2 hours, $25 to stay on 3 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Also in the description. I'll also take super chat, super stickers. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. King or queen of the stream. But let's okay. As soon as I saw the word violence, I knew it was some woke new age bullshit. Okay. Domestic violence that involves the use of money and resources to gain power and control over a partner or family member. It can include withholding money, controlling all household spending, or refusing to include the victim in financial decisions. So it's a form of violence to not include your partner in financial decisions when you make all the fucking money. Financial abuse can occur at any stage of a relationship and may be accompanied by other forms of violence such as physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. It can leave victims feeling vulnerable, isolated, depressed, and anxious. Okay, shout out to Lauren. She just donated $10. We only need $5 more to stay on 2 hours. This for you, Lauren.
You can fuck with me if you wanted to. I had them motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. Hey, it's my problem, no, I saw you. Hang up, I regard. Remember the kids in third grade? I get it, bitch. You got a girl, what's going on? Tell shit. You don't get love bitches for money. You don't get love bitches for money. You don't get love bitches for money. You ain't no foe with no boss, bitch. I turned you out. We don't run hoes down, baby. Supposed to drown. Stone steps, I got them all with gas. Jealousy, let it go, results could be tragic. I push you, another back, girl. I push you, another back.
Everybody shout out Isaiah too. He donated $5. We're staying on 2 hours thanks to Lauren and Isaiah. Thanks for Lauren Kraus bringing down the house with the $10 donation. Shout out to Isaiah answering my prayers. This for you, bro.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
You a guest now. I'm winning any motherfucker where I can't lose.
So let's hear this ginger dingbat out, and then I'll speak on it.
Idea that I had never to trust a man was right. And now I'm paying the price for it.
If you're a stay-at-home mom and you have to ask your spouse to send you money for something, I'm worried for you, because that sounds like financial abuse to me. If you're a stay-at-home mom, please always have a backup plan. Have your own account, have your own money, keep yourself safe just in case. They might be.
I want you to have your own money, bitch, because I always want you to be able to leave when you're ready to leave, which I know is probably coming when you're a man. You know it's probably coming. So yeah, please have access to your own money. I never want you to feel like I'm trying to keep you here when you don't want to be here, you pieces of shit. Like, please have money set aside. I'm all for this. Shout out to Dragonfly. He donated $5. He said I got 5 on it.
The only one with an income, but they shouldn't be the only one with money. Financial abuse to me. If you're a stay-at-home mom, please always have a backup plan. Have your own account, have your own money, keep yourself safe just in case. They might be the only one with an income, but they shouldn't be the only one with money. You should be able to fill up your tank whenever you need to. You should be able to take your kids out and get a treat. Get some lunch if you ever need to. If you're on a budget, that's a whole different thing, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have access to money. You shouldn't be going without money just because you're not the one who makes it.
Look, I actually agree. I mean, so here's the thing. I totally agree with this. So let's just say I'm making $250,000, right? And I have a stay-at-home woman taking care of my 2 or 3 kids. I'm probably just gonna slide her a 30 ball every year. I mean, I guess you can call it an allowance, whatever you want to call it. I probably what's that? What's 30,000? 30,000. I don't know how much. Hold on. That's about, what's that? 2,500 a month, something like that. I just slide her 2,500 a month. I slide her 1,250 every 2 weeks, just to, yeah. You want to go get a snack, you know, whatever you want to do with it, really. I agree with it.
You're in a partnership. You're married. You're partners. Partners equals.
He makes about $250,000 a year and refuses to give me access to the finances. We've been married for 8 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 2. I'm not on his account. Does give me, X amount of money each month to pay the bills. Doesn't even really cover the bill amount, to be honest with you. And I'm always left with $0.
Dang, Angela, why won't he put you on the account? What does he say?
I think it may be fear of giving that control up.
First later?
I know.
Yeah, because that's where the difficulty comes in. Yeah, I mean, it would be. It's a level of the splitting of finances to the point that you don't have access. I mean, that borders on financial abuse, that you don't have the ability to access money that is coming into your household, regardless of who makes it or not. The idea that he's withholding that's a big red flag.
Of course, I can ask him for $20 or $50, but he wants that.
You're not his daughter.
Yeah.
This is bothering you because it's wrong. And so let me just confirm for you, this is wrong. It sounds to me like it's a whole lot more toxic and bad than you actually think it is. You've kind of normalized this, and no, I mean, this is like weird, okay? This is strange. It's at that level.
I think that when the husband
Y'all know I'm all about men controlling women. But yeah, I think a woman should have. I mean, obviously the bill money would be covered. And I think a woman should have some access to some type of money, or just go ahead and bless her account, like I said, with even if it's, I mean, at least what, $100 a day or something, $50 to $100 a day. I mean, she just stay at home with the kids all day. Yeah, I wouldn't want my woman at home taking care of the kids and not having access to a dime unless I literally hand her the money. Like, yeah, that's crazy. I'll admit that's crazy.
It's a whole lot more toxic and bad than you actually think it is. You've kind of normalized this, and no, I mean this is like weird. Okay, this is strange. It's at that level.
I think that when the husband says, I want you to be a stay-at-home mom, I want to take care of you, that is a problem. Because most of those circumstances, in my experience, in my view, it's an aspect of control. I want to keep you at home doing what I want you to do, taking care of everything, and I'm going to pay, but I'm controlling, I'm holding the purse strings, I know where you're going to be every day, I know who you're going to be hanging out with, you're only going to be home with the kids.
This nigga just a bitch. Now I agree, you should let the bitch have some access to some money, but this motherfucker got a problem with the idea of a man being the authoritarian and knowing where his bitch at, and that, what's wrong with knowing where my bitch at? What's wrong with me knowing who my bitch hanging out with? Yeah, I want to know everything. You taking care of my kids with you. I shouldn't know who you hanging out with my kids. The fuck out of here, you bitch ass punk. Now these are the type of men I got a problem with. I want faggot niggas like this to stay single for society's sake.
Stay-at-home mom, I want to take care of you. That is a problem. Because most of those circumstances, in my experience, in my view, it's an aspect of control. I want to keep you at home doing what I want you to do, taking care of everything, and I'm going to pay, but I'm controlling, I'm holding the purse strings, I know where you're going to be every day, I know who you're going to be hanging out with, you're only going to be home with the kids. That's control. That is not a healthy relationship. It's got to be a decision the two of you make together and understand everything you do together. The money that comes through the door is yours together. Caring for the kids and all of those things are yours together.
Oh, no. Okay, RB world. We're gonna have to just start talking about RB world. So in RB world, a man, well, y'all already know in RB world, men would completely control women. I would give them some freedoms. So, like I said, let's just say I was making $350,000 after tax. I would give her access to like $30K, right? But she don't get access to the big money. You'll have full access to your $30K. And I'm watching everything else like a hawk. Your name ain't on shit. I mean, you can have your own bank account. And here's the thing. Here's why you can have your own bank account. Because I don't want to monitor if you're cheating or something. Let me check her credit card statements to see if she's cheating. I'm going to find out if you're cheating eventually anyway, and we're going to keep it moving. I don't got time to be trying to check bank statements to see if you're cheating. So you can have your own account. You can have $30K a year and do what the fuck you want with it. I ain't trying to keep tabs on you, bitch. Like, if you cheating, I'm going to find out one way or another. Oh, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, let's put even more control in the man's hands. I'll give you a debit card to one of the accounts. You can have access to one of the accounts in my account. What would you call that? I'll start an account within my accounts that your name could be on and you can have access to. So I can, if I need to monitor something, I can if I absolutely need to. And here's the thing. I mean, if you're the mother of my children, I would have you on some type of will or something. But here's the thing. This is why you gotta vet properly, fellas. This is why I say you kind of want a woman who has something going on for herself, and you want a woman who you can look at her life and say, okay, and that took some real fucking character and discipline to do or accomplish or something. You want a responsible woman, and you want a woman who's displayed that she's been disciplined when it comes to something. You want a woman where her resume shows that she's had character throughout her life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta vet these women's character, man. You got to. I would want to be with a woman who I felt like, even if we don't work out, or even if she cheated on me, it's certain shit she just kind of wouldn't do because it's just not who she is. Like, there's some women who, oh, shout out to Lauren. Okay, so where we at with the donations? I'm losing track now. I think we only need $5 more for 3 hours. Lauren just donated another $5. So I think we only need $5 more to stay on 3 hours in total. What was I just saying? No, let me finish this thought and then I'm gonna play that meme. So Pete, there's certain women who I will say wouldn't do certain shit. So let me give you an example. There are certain women that would never isolate a man from his kids. I'll give a decent amount of women that credit. There's a lot of women who will do shady shit with the kid. And yeah, it was 25. Lauren. I think we need $5 more. I'm hoping somebody else will donate the $5. Well, let me finish chewing. I'm gonna make that point. I'll let this punk ass bitch talk a little more, and then I'll make my point.
And no, I mean, this is like weird, okay? This is strange. It's at that level.
I think that when the husband says, I want you to be a stay-at-home mom, I want to take care of you, that is a problem. Because most of those circumstances, in my experience, in my view, it's an aspect of control. I want to keep you at home doing what I want you to do, taking care of everything, and I'm going to pay, but I'm controlling, I'm holding the purse strings, I know where you're going to be every day, I know who you're going to be hanging out with, you're only going to be home with the kids. That's control. That is not a healthy relationship. It's got to be a decision the two of you make together and understand everything you.
Are we at $25? We could be. I mean, I don't think we got any cash apps or anything. So let's see. Y'all might be right. I ain't trying to swindle y'all out of more money. But where can I see how much money we made so far? Oh shit, we are at 25. Oh, my bad. My bad, y'all. We are at 25. So yeah, I guess we on 3 hours. So yeah, there are some women who at least have that much decency in their body where they wouldn't isolate their children from their father. I will say that. So you want a woman who at least got that type of, I mean, there's no way of knowing full proof, but you want to get with a woman who you can at least trust to not do some fuck shit with the kids, if nothing else.
Do together. The money that comes through the door is yours together. Caring for the kids and all of those things are yours together. You made that decision together. It's not one person says, well, here's what I'm going to have you do, and I'm going to tell you I want you to do this, and I'm okay with this, and this is what you're going to do. That's control. That's not a healthy relationship. If you're dating during your divorce, do not bring your girlfriend or boyfriend around your soon-to-be ex-husband or wife. It's one of the worst things you could do. It's going to cause you time, money, and aggravation. You want to know why? Because it causes the emotions to spiral out of control.
Hi, if you're new here, I am Kristen, and my husband asked me for a divorce on December 12th, 2 days after our 20-year anniversary. And then I found out he was having an affair with a coworker, and I posted a video about that, and all I was trying to do was get to 10,000 followers. so I could try to make a little bit of money in the Creator Rewards program. And all of you amazing people got me there so fast, and I am blown away. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I am reading every single comment. I swear I'm trying my best, and please know that I'm not ignoring you. Have a few things to say first.
Okay, I don't want to hear it. Let's move on. T. Orlando says a couple weeks ago I was in court and a B-Dub brought her new boyfriend to a divorce hearing. It was diabolical. I mean, yeah, that's typical. Yeah, I'm not shocked at that, but it is diabolical.
That I'm happy I didn't get married early. Most men usually say things. Whenever I say that I'm happy I didn't get married early, most men usually say things like she's bitter, she's lying to the younger generation, or that singlehood has turned me into a motivational speaker. For the women, some believe and actually get it, while others think I'm lying too, that I'm not being honest with myself. And the ironic thing is, I get where they're coming from. Because before I did the inner work and healed to the point where I was genuinely happy on my own, anytime I heard a woman over 30 say she was happy and single, I didn't believe her either. I assumed she was in denial. Because at that point in my life, I was chasing relationships. Something in me just couldn't imagine being single and genuinely happy. I believed being in a relationship, even if it wasn't a good one, was better than being single. God help me. But now that I'm healing and happy, even another woman tells me she's single and happy, I completely believe her. The issue is that when you say you're single and happy, especially if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, most people automatically assume that you're promoting loneliness, that you don't have bad days, and you're just happy as a clam 24/7, 365 days. But that is not true. I am
Obviously, like, oh my gosh, let's just say this.
What you mean to say all the niggas you up with ain't?
So, oh, I don't even know where to start. W- I- Okay, so when somebody says I'm single and happy, that's already a and I get it. It is irritating. It is irritating when you're struggling in dating. You know, you already feel bad about it, and everybody keep asking about it. I understand that it's difficult. That will get fucking annoying. Um, but see, let's break this down. Here's why it's bullshit. You can be happy while being single and not be happy with the fact that you're single, if that makes sense. Because to say I'm single and happy, the implication is I'm happy with the fact that I'm single, and that's where people are lying. Now, if they say, if somebody was to say I'm generally a happy person, I'm not happy with the fact that I'm single, but generally in life I'm a happy person. Now that I can respect. But all these 30 and 40 plus women talking about I'm happy with singledom is cap. That's not to say that you're not happy in other areas of your life. But there is no woman on the planet that's happy that she failed miserably romantically. That's nothing to be happy about. Like, I'm trying to think what the equivalent of that would be. Like, I can't even think of an analogy.
I'm a romantic. I crave marriage. And because I have this desire that hasn't been met yet, there are days I yearn for my life partner. There are days I feel alone. But the good thing is that this is not most of the time. So let's say 3. And because I have this desire, but that is not true. I am a romantic. I crave marriage. And because I have this desire that hasn't been met yet, there are days I yearn for my life partner. There are days I feel alone. But the good thing is that this is not most of the time. So let's say 330 days out of 365 days, I'm happy. And the remaining 35, I long for my husband. But I am happy to sit with that emotion until it goes, rather than jump into just any relationship. So
Let's talk about it. This is stupid, man. Hold on. Let me take a swig. I guess that's kind of a good analogy, X. Like, you can be happy and smoke cigarettes, but not be happy with the fact that you smoke cigarettes. I don't know if that made sense. Hopefully it did. But let's break this down. Let's hear it one more time. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Let's
the good thing is that this is not most of the time. So let's say 330 days out of 365 days, I'm happy. And the remaining 35, I long for my husband. But I am happy to sit with that emotion until it goes, rather than jump into just any relationship. So with that,
Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I'd rather this is what Kendra be talking about. I'd rather be single than just get with anybody, or I'd rather be single than be in a bad relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. So I'm sipping on some Minute Maid zero sugar fruit punch, which this circulose and aspartame. I don't think it got aspartame in it, or do it? It says it has grape skin extract for color. Yeah. Let's see what the ingredients are real quick. I ain't sipping on no alcohol, luckily. Last time I drank alcohol, I really got fucked up, y'all. I didn't like it. See, I like to sip enough where I'm just feeling a nice little buzz. I like to sip enough where I'm buzzed for like maybe an hour and then it's gone. Like a light buzz for an hour. That's my jam. That's my sweet spot. But last time I drank, and it was by accident. I wasn't trying to get drunk, but I guess poured a little too much in the cup. And next thing I know, I was kind of drunk. I mean, I wasn't like falling over myself drunk, but I was like, this is too much. Anyway, trying to not get diabetes, but I'm really struggling, y'all. I'm really struggling. I just ate a fucking hamburger from a fast food joint. I'm on the verge of getting diabetes, but I don't know, man. Anyway, okay, so this whole notion of I'd rather just be single than be in a bad relationship or just get with anybody. Nobody's asking you to just get with anybody. Like, why can't you get with a good guy? See, that's what they deflect from. We get it. Nobody wants to get into a bad relationship, and nobody's asking you to just pick some guy off the side of the road to get in a relationship with. My question is, why have you been failing on a dating market for at least 15 years? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what we want answers to. You're not the worst looking woman in the world. W- Relationships aren't that fucking hard. And there's a shit ton of decent guys on the dating market looking for a decent woman. So you're the fucking problem. I just want to say that again. Like, eh, she's clearly over 30. There's no gray area about that. Any woman single over 30 is 1 trillion% the problem. There is no getting out of that. I mean, they try to get out of it. They try to come up with cute ways to get out of that, but there's just no getting out of that. Now, Hold on. Do I got the meme loaded up? I hope I got the meme. Yeah, I got the meme loaded up. This is probably why she's single. Flat out.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
He's stuck in the middle. All the guys that want her, she don't want. And all the guys she want don't want her. Look, her getting the fuck off of YouTube. Oh shit, she got 183,000 subscribers. So she ain't gonna be getting off YouTube. Let's check her channel out. 32,000 views from 2 weeks ago. She getting a little bag. Let me guess, it's a bunch of level up bullshit, a bunch of typical bullshit. Yep, here you go. See? Everything I did to level up when I was dead broke. See? They're exactly the same, bro. Fucking Ashley Dalton wannabe. Oh my gosh, let's get back to the bullshit. The guy you're waiting for likely isn't coming. That's the harsh reality she doesn't want to take. Yeah, she's looking for Mr. Point Five, and he's not coming. He's not fucking coming. If he was likely, if he was coming, he would have came already. So yeah, by the time a woman's over 30, talking about well, you know, I'm just waiting on my person and all those woo woo words. There is no person. Pick some dickhead that's willing to put up with your shit and get down the road with them. It ain't this shit is not complicated. Women overcomplicate this dating shit. You're not as good as you think you are. Even if this magical guy exists, he wants something better than you, but they can't get off their fucking high horse, so they just double down on their own bullshit and lessen the chance that they'll ever actually meet anybody.
Out of 365 days, I'm happy. And the remaining 35, I long for my husband. But I am happy to sit with that emotion until it goes, rather than jump into just any relationship. So with that understanding, right, let's get into this video. That was a very long intro, right? Hello, Intentional Woman. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanime, and the very first reason I'm happy I didn't get married early is that I was not healed. Being unhealed is the worst time to be in a relationship. Talk more of a marriage. Yes, some women have been lucky, right? They meet someone while unhealed, and through the relationship, they grow and heal together. But that's a small fraction. The truth is, when you're unhealed, you make terrible decisions when it comes to your love life.
Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. You've been making terrible decisions with your love life since you were 15. It never stopped. Like this whole I'm damaged now and I need healing. Before you got damaged, you were making terrible decisions. And you're going to continue to make well, let's say this. When they get healed, they pick the guy they never wanted all these years. And so basically healing is learning to accept the guy they won't respect. Gosh. Oh gosh. See, because let's just take it slow. What do you need healing from? Like, this is what you need healing from.
I don't like a man that's in the streets, but I like a man that's A reform thug. That's what I like to call them. A reform thug. Like, you know, they can get with it or whatever.
SWAT video catches a murder suspect on camera after he jumps out of a second-story window and makes a break from law enforcement.
See, those are the type of guys she need healing from, right? Okay, so healing from the damage that Pookie's and Ray Ray's did to you, that's not gonna change your type. You getting healed or going to therapy isn't gonna change what you're sexually attracted to. Can we dive in on that? Can we? So whether you're healed or unhealed, like you're not gonna respect the guy who would do you right, and that's why you're doomed to failure in your romantic life. Let's just let her continue.
Either choose horrible men, push away good men, or punish good men for whatever horrible men did. And trust me,
See, I just called it. I just called it. I'm the basic bitch whisperer. Let's hear it again. I mean, they're all the same. It's so easy. I mean, it doesn't take supernatural powers to clock these bitches. Let's hear it one more time.
terrible decisions when it comes to your love life. You either choose horrible men, push away good men, or punish good men for whatever horrible men did. And trust me, I did my fair of this because healthy love didn't feel good on or familiar to my nervous system. And to really explain this, I'll use
Nope, let's stop. Let's stop. Healthy love didn't feel good. Hold on, let me go get the dog. Okay, so yeah, listen. She says healthy love didn't feel good to her nervous system. No, healthy love didn't feel good to her pussy lips. That's what healthy love didn't feel good to. See, women who has had their pussy calibrated to Pookie meat, there's no going back. Like, I gotta find that meme. Hold on, I might have to just find the meme. Let me see if I can find this meme that I'm thinking of. Well, let me make this point, and then I'm gonna try to look for this AD meme. Okay, yeah. Look. Okay, I don't. Okay, Dragonfly says she's trying. God bless her. Look, you know what? I don't know what to say to that, Dragonfly. I mean, I don't wish any ill on the woman. She's just a typical dingbat. I don't hate her, but he's trying. I don't know if she is Dragonfly, and I'll. This is what I'll say. Before I get into that, women like this who've been calibrated to Pookie meat, they see a man being kind and considerate as fag behavior. I'm gonna say it again. Women like this who love Pookies and Ray Rays and players, when a man come in being kind and sweet and considerate and healthy, they see him as a homosexual, a bitch ass homosexual. They see it as weakness. They can't respect it. Their interpretation of manhood is toxicity. No, Dragonfly. I don't know if Dragonfly is trolling me. He said her software can be rebooted. Can it? Or are you just joking? I'm curious, Dragonfly. Do you think a woman's software can be rebooted? I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. Do y'all believe a woman could be a hoe and be damaged and toxic and get enough therapy and whatever, get her chakra opened up and reboot her system and become a good woman and this and that? Do y'all believe that? Oh shit, we got 12 people watching on BitChute. What up, 12 people on BitChute? Somebody tap in on BitChute. Can somebody say something in the live chat on BitChute? Shout out to BitChute watchers. What we looking like on Rumble? Still nobody on Rumble. That's what's up. What we looking like on YouTube? Oh, we kind of losing people on YouTube. Fuck it. We on for 3 hours. Oh, we kind of got a long way to go. Another hour and a half. So back to what I was saying. I think it froze. It'll come back up. Hope y'all can still hear me. See, I don't. Okay, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? I guess is the question. Technically, the answer is yes. But as I said before, I wouldn't risk it. The only men who are gonna risk it, well, no, you know what? Let me not say that. I was gonna say the only men who would risk turning a hoe into a housewife is, like a pathetic, desperate man. But honestly, I mean, the bottom 80%. I'm not gonna say the bottom 80% are pathetic and desperate, but most men just take what they can get. We already know that. And we know most men want companionship, human nature. And we live in a time now where it seems like most women either ran through or somehow toxic or on bullshit somewhere or another. So the bottom 80% of men, they're trying to work with whatever they could work with. So the question is it worth trying to reform a toxic modern woman just to say you have a companion? I would say no. I would say no. Let me say this. Look, obviously no woman is perfect. We're not looking for a woman to be perfect. But you're looking for at least a woman who has good enough qualities to try to work with. You know what I mean? I would definitely say to minimize the risk and take your time. Dragonfly has a little bit of a crush on this woman, and he doesn't think she's too far gone. Let's just get back into it. Let me be clear about one thing as we get back into it. Is this her? Oh, here she is. Let me be clear about this.
Use
Live out girlfriend at best, even if you're gonna try to risk it. I'm hard lined on this. Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Yes, sometime you can. But you would be a damn fool. She's 34. You would be a damn fool to marry this woman and put babies in her, flat out. Now, if you want to try to reform her as a live out girlfriend, fine. But marrying her and reproducing with her because y'all, she was putting on a nice girl act for 2 years, you would be a damn fool. You would be a damn fool.
my relationship with my dad and how that affected my love life. Because, like it or not, we tend to repeat patterns that are familiar to us. So, my father is not an emotionally expressive man, right? He's a very typical African man who provides
This is bullshit again. I hate to keep stopping it, but I gotta stop it. This is what she isn't healed. She isn't healed, and I'm gonna prove it right now. She's still trying to find somebody else to blame because she like Pookie meat. I don't go for this whole thing. My dad didn't hug me enough, so I had to sleep with 500 men. I don't go for it. Some people give women that excuse. I don't. Or I got molested, so I had to have sex with 1,000 men in an orgy. No, I don't believe that. I don't. It's a conscious decision. Your body doesn't. Your body. Your the fact that you got molested or something doesn't take over your brain and make you do shit. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry that happened to you. If it did happen to you, I'm really sorry. Genuinely, I'm not joking. But I haven't seen the peer reviewed study that says your brain will not allow you to not be a whore if you got molested. I haven't seen that study yet. Like if you get molested or your dad was a piece of shit or if your dad didn't hug you enough, your brain chemistry changes to where you have no choice but to be a whore. I haven't seen that study yet. But back to what I was saying. Don't try to blame your you're trying to blame your dad, and maybe he was a piece of shit, but women are attracted to bad boys. The good girls who had good dads are attracted to edgy alpha male bad boys. The chicks with bad dad, I don't think there's any correlation there. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. I'm not saying your relationships with your parents don't mold you and affect you in some way, but I don't think it fundamentally changes the type of guys you're attracted to. That's just me. If y'all want to link the study that proves me wrong, prove me wrong. But I like feminine women. Okay, ideally, I like feminine women with big tits and big ass. And whether my mom treated me like shit or not, I don't think that was gonna change. Or whether my dad was active or inactive in my life, I don't think that was gonna change. That I like feminine women with big ass and big tits who treat me nice. I don't think that was gonna change that.
African man who provides, and that's it. Proper affection, verbal reassurance, and emotional openness wasn't really there. So, what I learned unconsciously from a very young age was that love is earned. So I worked for his validation, his approval. Every small word of encouragement was a reward for working hard and succeeding at something. It was never just said freely. Now, guess the kind of men I chose as an adult. Emotionally unavailable men. Men whose love I had to work to earn. Men who I had to work really hard for them to see how good I am. It was so bad that when a man came who loved me freely without any struggle, I didn't find him attractive because that's not what I was used to. Now, can you imagine marrying from that kind of place?
And I said it earlier. You can't rationalize sexual attraction. So what she just said is, a healthy man who's a good person and didn't make her bust her ass for his love, she wasn't sexually attracted to that. And I don't care how much you rationalize it to her, she will never be. I'm not attracted to masculine women. I don't care what intellectual tries to convince me with rationale that I should be sexually attracted to masculine women. I'm never going to be sexually attracted to masculine women. Intellectual can come to me and try to brainwash me every day with great arguments, even though I can't think of a great argument about why I should be attracted to masculine women. But let's just say he's so smart, he came up with 10 great arguments why I should be sexually attracted to masculine women, and he's not going to be able to convince me. See, these women want you to believe that because they went to therapy, they're now attracted to a different type of man. And it doesn't work that way. You're not attracted to him. You can force yourself to be with him, but you can't force yourself to be sexually attracted to him. I want to share something with y'all. I was talking to a 40-plus-year-old woman I know, and we were talking about Pop the Balloon, and somehow we start talking about how, like, we feel sorry for the short kings because they get played, on the date market. Or I said that or something. I was like, yeah, they really have it hard on the date market. She was like, no, but that's because these girls was young. They need to do a 50-plus Pop the Balloon, and then the short guys would be getting picked because we mature now at 50. So, yeah, when you're 50 and washed up, now you'll take the short guy. That's not genuine attraction. You're just willing to take them because you old and washed up and you just want somebody to be your retirement plan, so you'll take a short nigga now. That's not attraction. Oh, we mature now. You can't mature your way into being attracted to something you're not sexually attracted to. You can't therapy your way into being sexually attracted to something you're not sexually attracted to.
When a man came who loved me freely without any struggle, I didn't find him attractive because that's not what I was used to. Now, can you imagine marrying from that kind of place? Oh my goodness. What kind of man do you think I would have chosen? Because broken people choose broken people. Yes, we are all broken in some way, but there are levels to it. So naturally, I would have chosen a man who was broken, of course, a man whose love, attention, time, affection I had to earn, an emotionally unavailable man. And I'm saying that again because I know the phrase emotionally unavailable is overused in dating. But if you are an emotionally open person, the worst thing you can do to yourself is choose an emotionally unavailable man. It is dangerous. You will suffer, your children will suffer because you'll be married to someone who thinks providing for you replaces emotional intimacy. Someone you can't truly open up to, someone who can't meet you emotionally, and you will end up either killing that part of you so you can survive that relationship, a part that is the very essence of who you are, or you will look for it somewhere else. That is the truth. So not jumping into marriage early gave me the time to heal. It gave me time to reprogram my nervous system so it can recognize what healthy love looked like. So it can be attracted to peaceful, consistent, and emotionally present men. Instead of being suspicious of them because in my unhealed state, I was thinking, how can you just love me without me working for it? It was very suspicious to me. That time helped me to stop thinking that the best type of love is when I have drained myself, proving to a man how good we can be together. And then finally, when he says, yes, okay, let's do it. In a very nonchalant way, by the way, I feel validated, like I won something. It helped me stop thinking that the amount of suffering I endured in a relationship was equivalent to how much I loved the man. It gave me the time to stop choosing broken men, men that needed fixing, men with baggage, men I should never have had anything to do with in the first place. It gave me time to understand that healthy love will feel boring. Not in the normal sense, of course, but more like it won't be filled with confusion, anxiety, suffering, and stress, where you don't even know where you stand. You know that very chaotic dynamic? Exactly. It helped me understand what true intimacy is.
Right, that's enough for her. Enough. It's her father. Enough.
So fucking tired of being the strong, independent, resilient one all the time. It's fucking exhausting. It is so fucking exhausting and draining to act like everything is okay all the time when you are absolutely fucking breaking inside.
So sick of being told that I should be happy single. I don't want to be. I want to be in love. I want to be sickening to everyone around us. I want to adore them and I want them to adore me. I want to find my person. I want to love them and I want them to love me. I have
You can't make a woman happy. It's impossible. impossible. I've never met a happy woman in my life.
I have so much of myself to pour into someone, and right now I feel empty.
Okay, let me talk about this too real quick. Oh God, you know what? Just off general principle, you know what?
Or do these people really believe the ish that is coming out of their mouths? Ladies, understand this. These men cannot be your 100% provider. If so, why do you have to work, lady?
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
If so, why do you have to have 2 and 3 jobs, lady? He can't give you 100% of nothing. As a matter of fact, he can't even give you 100% of his eggplant. Because 9 out of 10, he's sharing that eggplant with Timothy or Tanya. These men are liars. Ladies, I really do hope you are not falling for this nonsense. If this man can give you 100%, why do you have to work? If he can give you 100% provision, why do you have to work, lady? He also cannot give you 100% protection. You know why? Because he's not with you 100% of the time. You're not going to be with your man 24/7, ladies. You're not going to be with your man 24/7. So what happens when you're out and about and you have an incident over here at the Planet Fitness? What happens when you're in the grocery store and you're being harassed by a man who can't take no for your answer when you say, no, I'm not available? Who is going to protect you is my point. It's certainly not going to be your man. He either is going to be off somewhere at work, that's the best case scenario, putting his eggplant inside of Billy's mouth, or at home with his hands in his pants watching and playing video games. I don't know if it's just because I am of a big age.
Okay, what did I miss? I went upstairs. I just wanted to listen to Tracy for a little bit because it's just been so long.
That these type of topics and comments are so they can be irritating to me, because I'm like, when I did not see the young lady come back and say, no, these men can't offer me 100% provision. They cannot provide for me 100%. I still have to work. I didn't see her say that. I'm like, why wasn't that her immediate comeback? Why didn't she when he said, I'm not going to give you 90% protection, I'm going to give you my all, I'm going to give you 100%. Why didn't she immediately come back? It's impossible for you to give me 100% protection, because we're not with each other 24/7. It's impossible for you to give me 100% production. I have to produce for myself.
About love, Tracy. What about love? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I think, yeah, men should stop providing, because I don't want to be with a woman who just with me because I'm providing. Like, I just don't. And it's just hard for a woman to truly love a man after a certain point. I would say after a certain age, because with age come experience and different men. Because as the great AD always says,
once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you, okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up.
It gets kind of irritating, and then I have to remind myself, Tracy, that's because you are of a big age and you have lived a lot of life.
According to Tracy, nobody on the planet is in a happy relationship. Every man's a cheater. Every man's secretly gay. Every man's an abuser. This woman is just sick, truly. I feel sorry for her. Satan got a hold of her and he ain't gonna let go.
And a lot of these young ladies just don't know that answer yet. They just don't know that yet. So when these men come back with you guys with these rebuttals, I'm going to give you 100%. Why shouldn't you give me 100%? I need you ladies to be able to say what I just said. Sir, you cannot give me 100%. You cannot be 100% my provider, protector, producer. As a matter of fact, sir, I'm my own provider, protector, producer.
This is why men are walking away. We don't want to hear this shit. We already know they're never going to be satisfied. It's never going to be enough. You're never going to be happy, no matter what happened wrong in your life, whatever. If you stub your toe, you're going to blame the man. We done with this shit. Men are waking up. An awakening is happening. A spiritual awakening is happening amongst men. We realize you ain't good for nothing but fucking and sucking and maybe cooking if you're good at cooking. All this shit talking y'all been doing on the internet for the past 10, 20 years or whatever. We finally picked up the message. You bitches ain't good for nothing but a live out girlfriend at best. Forget about marriage. Forget about a provider. Forget about all that. Forget about a full-time protector. Any of that. Because we ain't living with you. So we can't even protect you at night when it's a bump in the night. Because you ain't going to be around us like that. You come over Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. So y'all, you bitches don't got to worry about it no more. Trust me.
I need you ladies to be able to come back quick. You can't give me 100%. If so, why am I out here working? Why am I?
Women really feel like, a lot of women really feel like they shouldn't be working. They feel entitled to be paid for a lifetime. Now let's think about this. Now you can make the argument, let's just say all women start pushing out babies at 15, 16. You know, women had 2 and 3 kids by 22. Okay. So what's that? So 22, 18 years. So what about from 40 to 85? Do women still think they should be paid for in that age range too? The kids are out the house. Let's say all kids got a free apartment and a free car at 18. All kids are out the house by 18, or let's just however you do that math. Do women still think they should get paid for from 40 to 85 just for existing as women? They ain't raising kids no more. So what's the value proposition? Like, never mind. A 50-year-old woman in her car talking about the idea of a man fully paying for her. Why would a man pay for you, Tracy? Even if you did meet Mr. Perfect and you wasn't an asexual fucking nut job and you wanted to be with a man and you found Mr. Perfect, what's the value proposition that he should pay for you from 45 to 85? You ain't giving him kids. You ain't raising his kids. So what? I'm just trying to figure it out. I get the argument of women saying men should pay for us from 20 to 40 when we pushing out and raising his kids. Okay, fine. I'll give y'all that. But what about from 40 to 85?
I'm working a 9-to-5 job, then have to come home, take care of the house, take care of the kids, picking the kids up from school, taking the kids to school. No, what actually is happening in most cases, ladies, listen to me before you get yourself in one of these ridiculous relationships. Oftentimes what happens is, not only is this man not giving 100%, this man is oftentimes giving about 30%.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling, but,
This is not, doesn't even make sense.
What you mean to say is all the niggas you up with ain't shit.
Be clear. I'm gonna say it again. I say it all the fucking time. I think she was married 4 times, or did she say 5? It was more than 3. T. Orlando, I know that. This woman is nuts, man. Like, oh my.
This
goodness.
woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
So. So I'm gonna go back to saying this that I always say. When women get on the internet and talk about men, they're only talking about the top 10 percenters. The most highly desirable players, fuck boys, rich guys who treat women like shit. Oh yeah, T. Orlando, she's probably great in bed. That's the ironic part of it all. She's asexual, but she's probably great in bed. I'll give her that. So they only get on the internet and talk about the bad boys and players and rich assholes. So let's just be clear about this. I feel like 80% of men, they put in a lot of effort in their woman. 80% of men see their woman as the prize. I don't know if it's 80%, but I'm going to say at least 65% of men are going to put their all into their relationship with their woman. So her saying comments like that is just a testament to what I say. Look, the good women ain't on the internet talking shit about relationships. They're too busy in relationships, being good partners in relationships. If a woman's single over 30 on the internet talking shit, then we know what type of woman it is. Not one of the good ones. You know what? Let's just say this, and I never say this on my channel. Let's just hypothetically say 50% of American women are good women romantically. By the time a bitch over 30 talking on the internet about relationships, we know what 50% she fall into. I just put it like that. If 50% of women in America are good romantically and 50% are bad, if a bitch single over 30 on the internet talking, we know she part of the bad 50. I'm gonna start using that.
And you, lady, are going to be picking up the slack. You, lady, are going to be giving 170%. You, lady, are going to be giving 200%. You know why? Because most of these men, especially if they have a job and a nice paying job, most of these men feel like that's all they need is to just have a job. They don't think they should have to come to the house, do any cooking and cleaning.
So Tracy, let me see this. Now this is what pisses me off. So Tracy, if I'm working 12-hour shifts and I'm paying all the bills and you at home all day, let's just say because this is an older woman. So let's forget about 20-year-olds. Let's talk about 40 to 85. But let's just say I'm still paying for you, which I don't know why. But let's just say you my wife and you were a stay-at-home mom, and I'm gonna let you just be a stay-at-home wife from 40 to 85, and you don't gotta contribute 1 red cent. So you telling me from 40 to 85, I gotta bust my ass, work 12-hour shifts to pay all the bills for your old aging ass, and I still gotta come home and do dishes and cook sometime? You literally getting a free life? Fuck you.
Both of you have a job. Both of you have a 9 to 5 job. But this man does not feel.
I agree. Look, I agree. I don't know if I said this yet, but look, if both of y'all are working full-time jobs, paying 50-50 on bills, I agree the man should help with cooking and cleaning. There, I said it. She's right. I'll give her that. If you living with a woman, y'all both working full-time, y'all both paying half of the bills, the man should help with cooking and cleaning. No question. I ain't gonna argue that.
Like it is his responsibility to come home after work, cook, clean, and take care of those kids. He is going to 100% expect you women to do that. This is why I tell my ladies, don't get married. This is why I tell my ladies, stay away from these men. Close your legs. And ladies, if you even think about entertaining these men, don't you dare give 100%. You had better have a backup plan. You had better have a backup plan. Always have a separate account. Auntie is telling you what I know, ladies. You had better always have yourself your own separate account.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Those big boobs going a ways, Tracy. Big boobs going a ways. I gotta clean that. Yeah, I gotta clean that. Mm-hmm.
I saw this really cute video the other day of a guy unboxing the lunch that his girlfriend had made him, and he was so enthusiastic. He was like, "She makes me a turkey sandwich every single day, but I love it. They're the best turkey sandwiches I've ever fucking had. I request them every day." He could not have been more appreciative, and every single one of the top comments were women shitting on him, being like, "Can't you make your own fucking lunch? Why doesn't she have a ring? Girlfriend, these are wifely duties." And then it's like sparking discourse in
Wifely duties making a freaking turkey sandwich. Look, I I was talking about this the other day, and I don't even know if I was talking about it with y'all. The bar for being deemed a good woman. Oh, let me say that again. The bar for being deemed a good woman by most men is in hell. If a man has a wife who just doesn't treat him like crap and make him a sandwich from time to time, the bros are like, "Oh, bro, your wife is incredible, man. You got one of the good ones." Think about how low that bar is compared to what the bar is for a man to be deemed a good man by society. Like, and you know what's so ironic? Women in this whole bare minimum stuff. Women are the definition of bare minimum in a relationship. Make a sandwich and crack your legs twice a month? That's the definition of bare minimum. The average woman can only dream about bringing as much to the table as a bare minimum dude brings to the table.
a ring. Girlfriend, these are wifely duties. And then it's like sparking discourse in the comments of like, women, why are we doing wife things for boyfriends? How do you think you get the ring? In this era of sprinkle men or wallets, like, we have fucking lost the plot. Because straight up, what do you bring to the table? A relationship is a partnership. You should both be doing things for each other out of like the love and the goodness of your hearts. My boyfriend has chocolate.
Okay, before I let her continue, and I think she's kind of cute. The tattoos are really throwing me off, and the Wednesday outfit. She might be cool people though. You know, I do believe in judging a book by its cover to an extent. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, I got a feeling I'm gonna agree with this message, but what are we rating her from 1 to 10? What are we rating her from 1 to 10? The goth look is definitely throwing me off. Um, anyway, I think she's kind of cute. Anyway, let's continue.
You should both be doing things for each other out of like the love and the goodness of your hearts. My boyfriend has chocolate banana bread waiting for him in the fridge. His full stocking and all of his presents are under the tree. And he made me custom stockings for my cats and one for me with our faces on it. And a handful of custom ornaments. If you refuse to do anything nice for your partner because you don't have a ring on your finger, you're not gonna get a ring on your finger.
She is absolutely dismantling the wifely duties gatekeepers who have completely lost the plot. She's watching a man show genuine high-level appreciation for a simple turkey sandwich, only to see a mob of miserable women in the comments demanding to see a deed to the house before he gets a snack. She is highlighting the absolute brain rot of the sprinkle era, where women are being coached to act.
I just want women to get off. I want if she is a good woman, and I'm not gonna say romantically she isn't. I mean, she looks like one of Satan's helpers, but whatever. Uh, still cute. Still a cute goth chick. I couldn't do it though. Like chicks like this freak me out no matter how cute they are. The all black, the neck tattoos, the hand tattoos. I'm just gonna stay out the way. Um, I was only half kidding about judging a book by its cover. Look, but see, here's the thing about me. I treat people with respect. So even if you look crazy or whatever, and even though I'm kind of judging you a little bit, I'm gonna treat you with respect and decency. And that's what most people don't do when they judge a book by its cover. I don't know what I was gonna say. So let's continue.
Like cold-blooded service providers instead of wives. She's calling it out for what it is, a total failure to understand how human attraction actually works. She knows that if you treat a relationship like a hostage negotiation where you withhold kindness until you get a contract, you're not.
Maybe that's what I was gonna say. So I knew one girl who she had like blue hair, like I'm sure she had like some type of nose ring or something. So from initial glance, I would have been like, okay, this probably isn't gonna be my cup of tea. But one of the sweetest people I ever came in contact with. So look, I guess my point of this is good people come in all different styles, shapes, financial backgrounds and some old shit.
Going to get a ring, you're going to get a breakup. The value she's adding is the reminder that men don't marry potential or a negotiator. They marry the woman who makes their life better, not more complicated.
Here's another example of why women are the fucking problem sometimes. So women are like, when we go to the gym, the men stare at us. The men stare at us. We don't want you to stare at us. I just watched a video of a woman doing calisthenics and nothing but a crop top and skin tight booty shorts. And there was 3 men around her, and the entire minute video, none of them looked at her. They didn't give a single fuck what she was doing, okay? And so I noticed it naturally, right? And so I went to the comments, and every fucking female in that comment section is like, but no one looked? Oh, so now you want them in to stare at you at the gym? That's a little hypocritical. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? No, it doesn't. How about you just go to the gym and everyone there is minding their own fucking business?
Okay, let's talk about girls like this. And she's kind of the same archetype that we just seen, little gothy look. The thing is, chicks like this be cool as fuck. Like, chicks like this really do be the homie, but they're masculine, so it's not like a sexual attraction. But I might have a beer with her. She might be a cool person to have a beer with. She's not ugly at all. See, that's the thing about a chick being cool. The chicks who are actually cool to hang out with, the sexual attraction just isn't there because they're masculine. So it's kind of like you get one or the other. You either get a feminine chick who not really cool to hang out with. I mean, she feminine, but you know what I mean. Or you get the chick who actually is cool, but there's no sexual attraction because she's like one of the bros. But yeah, Wolverine Chronicles. I like her eyes though. I mean, here's the thing. Even though she's kind of, I mean, technically I would hit it, but it just seems weird hitting the homie, even if the homie does have a vagina.
Does it? No, it doesn't. How about you just go to the gym and everyone there is minding their own fucking business? Like, if people stare, people stare. If they don't, like, whatever. Big fucking whoop. People are there to fight their own demons. They're not there to, like...
I just want to point this out too, even though this is a random thought that just popped up in my head. Look, I condone de-escalating all beefs, all bar fights. I don't hang out at bars. And I think previously we talked about how basically the relationship is over if you do get in a bar fight and lose in front of your girl. But on the other hand, if you get into a bar fight defending your woman's honor and you actually do beat the guy's ass, she's gonna go home and suck you in a way that you've never been sucked in your life. She is literally gonna suck your soul out of your cock. Like, as extreme of an ick she would get if you lose the fight, just think about the reverse if you win the fight. I mean, still avoid the fight, but the level of respect is definitely gonna shoot up a ton. And you are definitely gonna unlock some type of sexual beast in her that night. That you beat some dude ass defending her honor. Just a random thought that popped up in my head.
Fight their own demons. They're not there to, like... Oh my god!
She's pointing out that women will wear a look at me outfit, crop tops and skin tight shorts, then act like a victim if a man actually glances their way. But the second men actually mind their own business and focus on their own workout. The comment section turns into a support group for the unseen. She is exposing the fact that for many, the gym isn't about the workout, it's about the external validation. They want the power to complain about the gaze, but they're terrified of the silence when that gaze is finally withdrawn. It's pure hypocrisy. They want the attention to be optional, but they can't handle it being absent. The value she's adding here is the reminder that men are finally choosing their peace over the drama. If everyone is there to work out, then work out. But she's showing us that once the staring stops, the complaining just finds a new reason to exist because the ego can't survive without being noticed.
Things women blame men for that make absolutely zero sense, part 1. Ugh, I'm so exhausted trying to keep up with the beauty standards that men created. Yeah, except men never actually ask for any of that. Gentlemen, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that you give a slight fuck about Botox and fillers and fake cheekbones and fake lips and fake tits and a fake ass. I really
Okay, so once again, not bad looking. I mean, she's older and filtered to fuck, and more hand tattoos. So this is once again the same type of woman. It never fails. The cool chicks who are gonna be on her side. What's the one chick name? She was gothic too. The big female content creator. She was one of the early ones that were on Guy's side. What the fuck is her name? She got pretty big. The goth chick. The red pill goth chick. You think she's I don't think she's a 4, really? Okay. I mean, she may have a 5 head, but I don't think she's a 4. I think she's kind of cute, but me and you, Lauren, we don't got the same taste in women. We couldn't go together and pick up bitches. But what was I saying? What was I about to say? What's the one chick name? The one goth chick. She got like pretty Roma. Yeah, Roma. Roma. Let's look her up. What's she been up to? But anyway, before we look up Roma, women cursing on the internet just see, here's the thing. Women like this are one of the homies, but at the same time, I'm kind of turned off by women like this even to be the homie. Even though I cuss on my channel, I'm not really into cursing that much in real life. Like people who curse a lot kind of turn me off. I don't know. I like positive, wholesome vibes in real life. I know I'm somewhat negative, or more than somewhat, on this channel. But like in real life, people I would hang out with in real life, I want to hang out with the squarest, most wholesome motherfuckers on the planet. That's my crew. The most square, non-cigarette smoking, non-drinking, non-using profanity motherfuckers on the planet. Those are the people I want to make my crew. But yeah, the masculinity oozing off her is just a big turnoff.
don't think that that's what you care about. And women, if you're so exhausted trying to keep up with these beauty standards that said men have put into place for us, then stop. Take your power back. Let your wrinkles live, man. Let them live. Absolutely no one but yourself is.
But ma'am, like, I'm pretty sure you're filtered. Like, never mind. And I'm pretty sure you got makeup and filters. And never mind. I really think she's a 4 and a 5. Like, I mean, I'm not saying she's. I think she's. Y'all don't think she's even cute? Face is pretty symmetrical. I mean, that's a bad paw spot, but this isn't kind of cute, y'all. Somebody back me up. I mean, that's may not be the best paw spot. Oh, that one's really bad. Okay, whatever.
I mean, it's just crazy. No one's forcing you to do that. So if you're exhausted doing it, join me and my 44-year-old ass and just stop.
She is absolutely.
It's not a 4, is it? Whatever. All right, let's continue.
Absolutely eviscerating the biggest cope in the modern dating market. The idea that men are the ones demanding women.
We'll give her a hard 6. Well, yeah, I'm not knocking a 5. I'm not knocking a 5, but oh yeah, I do say get a 5. Yeah, definitely get a 5. I promote getting a 5. I'm just saying I don't think she's a 5. I give her a solid hard 6. I give her a hard 6. And this isn't even her dialed up, I don't feel like. I mean, she's in a fucking hoodie. Like if she really tried to baddie it up, yeah. But I don't know, whatever. Let me just say this real quick. Yeah, hand tattoos are an absolute nuke flag. Like neck tattoos and hand tattoos are instant. I wouldn't even have a one night stand. I would try to stay away from a woman with. Ah, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a woman knowing my address if she has neck and hand tattoos.
Idea that men are the ones demanding women look like plastic mannequins. She's pointing out that while women claim to be exhausted by these standards, most men are actually repulsed by the filler, the Botox, and the balloon lips that make everyone look like the same filtered NPC. She is exposing the reality that women aren't dressing or injecting themselves for the male gaze. They're doing it to compete with other women in a high-stakes arms race of vanity. Men didn't create a standard that requires a BBL and fake cheekbones to be attractive. Men generally just want a woman who is healthy, fit, and actually looks like a human being. She's telling women to realise that the oppressive beauty standard is a prison they built for themselves. That if they're tired of the race, they should just step off the track because the men they're trying to impress never asked for the Olympics in the first place.
Men never stopped caring about women, but they were taught to stop showing it. There was a time in history where women were actually seen as precious, honourable, worthy of protection. In Christian thought, women were cherished in the eyes of God, and men were called to protect them as part of their moral duty. Simple acts like letting women go first, opening doors, offering a seat. These were all quiet expressions of respect, care, and value. But
Okay, I don't know what to rate her because of just the glasses and the really bad haircut, the fucking checkered suit jacket. I will say this. So I do like nerdy girls. Nerdy girls are the best. I would definitely say if you want to talk about an archetype of good woman, of a awkward dork of a woman is probably I'm sure there's a higher percentage of quote unquote good women in that demographic that have traits that most men would consider like a good woman. Just a awkward fucking dork of a woman like this woman here. A 2? Lauren is brutal. Lauren might be the most brutal raider in our chats, but shout out to her. But I don't know if I give her a 2.
then feminism, however well-intentioned it was, significantly shifted the narrative.
Like she just gotta like. Fuck with her. I like her dorky look. Like I said, I like dorks. I like female dorks. I like female nerds. I like female dweebs. Like I'm attracted to their personality. Really, their demeanor and personality. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to rate her with that haircut and those glasses. I can't even really get a gauge of what she looks like.
But then feminism, however well-intentioned it was, significantly shifted the narrative. In the fight for equality, we lost something important. We were propelled into systems and workplaces that were never designed around our biological, emotional, or spiritual needs. And at the same time, men became hesitant to show basic forms of courtesy out of the fear of being labeled as misogynistic or offensive. And the result? Women today feel unseen, unappreciated, and quietly disrespected. So what's the solution? It's not about going backwards. It's not about going back to the 1950s. And it's not about denying our independence either. It's about finding a middle ground that protects.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
So let's go back. I want to speak on that a little bit.
Backwards. It's not about going back to the 1950s. And it's not about denying our independence either. It's about
No, it is about denying. It is about going back to the 1950s. And see, this is the talking point that many content creators try to skip. Not necessarily in Red Pill. I remember one episode I said something to the effect of, I don't know exactly how I worded it. I know this isn't true, but I said something to the effect of, I'm one of the only Red Pill content creators on YouTube that's talking about completely controlling women and kind of taking their rights away. Now, I don't think I exactly worded it like that. Um, because I know Turfling and Monkey, Sandman, I'm sure many others. Um, even with the many others that I could probably name, maybe 5 or 10 off the top of my head. Um, first off, Turfling and Monkey is not on YouTube anymore. And I don't watch Sandman much anymore. Um, I still stand by that I'm one of the more raw Red Pill content creators. Oh, well, X says I'm not as extreme as Pearl. Oh, good old Pearl. The thing about Pearl, I mean, I watch her stuff sometime, but it's just, I don't know, man. There's something about watching a female Red Pill content creator that just seems fake to me. Because does everything you're talking about apply to yourself? Or, I don't know. Anyway, back to what this checkered woman said. It's not about taking our independence. It's not about going back to the 1950s. That's the only thing that's gonna fucking work, and that's what a lot of content creators dance around. I'm not the originator of this thought process, but a lot of content creators dance around that. They want to figure out a solution to the dating war or the gender war or whatever without going down that path of, no, bitches kind of just need to be controlled by men. See, I truly believe there is no solution with women being empowered to this problem. Women were never meant to be in power from a biblical standpoint, from a Quran standpoint. From my understanding, I never read either, but just from what I understand, the Bible and the Quran doesn't preach female empowerment. From an evolutionary biology standpoint, it doesn't make sense for men and women to be butting heads in competition, fighting for the same jobs. It just, there is no solution to this problem with women maintaining complete power and independence, complete empowerment and independence. They're never gonna do the right thing with power and independence. Fucking period. No matter what. Okay, look, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say this too. I mean, I'm not trying to do this, but how can I word this without being messy? Myron and what the fuck is the other dude name? Fresh. Is it Myron and Fresh? Just gonna fucking say it. Look, Myron's a fucking clown. He does some type of hail splittler, and then he's always talking like making monkey noises when he's talking about black people. That's clown work. That's fucking clown work. I respect what he's doing in the space, but on a personal level, not that I know him personally, but y'all know what I mean. As far as just him as a human being, from what I know, nah, not a big fan. evil. She's putting in the work. She's putting in the fucking work. I can't hate on Pearl, regardless of what she is. And y'all know I don't give a fuck if she's racist. I don't give a fuck about racism. I mean, I do because I deal with it and I don't like it, and it's bullshit and it's evil and it's part of Satan's grand scheme to keep us divided. But as far as me being butthurt about a motherfucker being racist, y'all know that ain't me. So yeah, some black guys talk about, oh, she racist. I don't give a fuck. Well, surprise, surprise, nigga. So is the rest of the world. Everybody hate black people, even other black people. So, but yeah, she doing good work for the movement. 1.69 M. When was her last video? She even still make videos? Okay, I'm glad to see she's still making videos. Oh, what are we doing here? Underwear shots? How often do she make videos? Well, she was going hard for a minute. She made a bunch of videos. Hold on. Maybe I should follow her. Did she slow up on videos? She made all these videos last month? She made like fucking 50 videos last month. Only one video in the last 2 weeks? Let's see what's up with her.
You guys know I'm not one to like fake my experiences. I'm not fake on social media. I don't feel the need to show people what I think they want to see. I'm, pretty authentic, and authentically, I am struggling right now. Life is just not going as planned. 2026 has started off, I don't know, pretty rough for me. I don't really know what's going on. It's just like, my mental health is like off, and I'm super depressed, and I'm dealing with things in my personal life and in my relationship, and I'm like losing a whole bunch of weight, which is like cool because everyone was calling me pregnant for the last 2 years because I got in a healthy relationship and gained weight, but now I'm like dropping drastically. As you can see, these are my boyfriend's underwear. I missed my period. Like, I know that.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
Appreciate the man advocate stuff, but this is I mean, I'm not making fun of her. I'm not making fun of her. You know what? Let me just not say that. I don't feel right about it. But she's clearly rough around the edges. She probably has mental issues. I'm not making fun of it. I think she needs Jesus. Fuck all these tattoos on your neck and upside down crosses and shit. I think she needs to find Christ. Well, that is a cross on her neck. Look, I hope she finds peace and tranquility. Seriously, all jokes aside. Let's just move on. I'm sleepy. How much time we got left? We're almost there. We're almost there at the 3-hour mark. What should we look at next? See what we got here. Let's see. Okay, let's do it.
so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What kind of shit is that?
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, FGE Love Edition.
I'm your host, Shawnee Rose.
And your co-host, DZ. We have a beautiful lineup of ladies. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? There we go, man. Before we get into the show, y'all make sure y'all tap into our new channels. The reaction channel, DZ, FGE, DZ Vlogs, and also her mommy channel. Tap into her channel.
Moms in the Hood podcast. You can look me up with Shawnee Rose.
Moms in the Hood. Like, come on, y'all.
Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Can we just get out of the whole hood shit as a black culture? It's not cute. It's not fun. It's not funny. It's not stylish. Never mind. Let's just continue.
With 2 E's, and it is a podcast for us moms, and y'all know how we be doing it. We be up in the hood with these children, all right? So y'all tap into that. Also, we are still trying to launch our virtual Pop the Balloon. So if you are interested in participating, you can be anywhere around the world. Hit that link, and you can apply to be on the virtual Pop the Balloon, all right? You ready to dive into it?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies. So we're going to go over the rules real quick. We are going to have a single gentleman come out one by one. Now, if you like what you see, you like what you're hearing, do not pop your balloon. Now, if you do not like what you see and what you're hearing, what are we going to do? Pop that balloon. All right, okay. So my only rule, y'all know, let's just try to be open-minded. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But let's try not to pop over some shoes, an outfit, a hairstyle. Let's just try to be open-minded, all right? Y'all ready to find love? Yes. I say y'all ready to find love? Yes. Okay.
Now let's get into the show.
All right, let's bring out our first single gentleman.
Look at this damn lineup. This is some straight bullshit. As usual.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing
I'm
today?
good.
Good deal.
Can I get your name and age?
I'm Stanton. I am 36. I'll be 37 in a month and a half.
Yeah, of course. Gay men. Those are the type of men who will come on and pop the balloon. Bati boys. Hmm.
And what do you do?
I am an electrician, but I'm mostly a poet and professional speaker.
Okay, nice. Did want out a little bit of everything. Okay. So, do you have any children?
Yes, I have a 6-year-old. She just turned 6, and I have a 13-year-old son.
And how do you feel about a young lady that does have children?
That is preferably to me because I want somebody who knows what it is to be a parent because their parenting style could definitely help me with mine because I'm not perfect. But I was raised by my dad and my mom. They're still together, thankfully. And I still have a lot to learn, though.
Okay. That's a new perspective. I love that. Okay. Do you have a preference or limitations on how many children or baby fathers?
No, I don't. I'm not that type of person. We've all had a past. We've all like grown, and we are all adults now. So like, if you have kids, you got 13 of them. Well, let's chill. But
That's an outrageous number, but okay.
but no, I'm not picky like that.
Go ahead and name a deal breaker for us.
I'm gonna advise men to be super picky with the choice of women who are out here on the date market, be extremely picky and extremely judgmental.
Dishonesty.
Okay.
Not being forthcoming. There's a difference between honesty and being transparent. And so I'm a very transparent person. Something else is I don't know. That's pretty much the big ones for me. Not being ladylike. I don't want anybody who's gonna be roughing me up. Like I'm like I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but somebody who's willing to communicate rather than just to shut down or not talk or just be yelling and want to hear themselves instead of like having solution for the issue or the problem, because nothing is really that big that it can't be resolved in a respectful manner for both parties.
Very well worded. I love that. All right, so we have a pop balloon. Let's go check it out.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, love. Can I get your name and age?
Shopini, and I'm 32.
And what do you do?
I'm a mental health therapist.
Okay. And why did you pop your balloon?
It's the children for me. I just want the person that I have children with, their first child to be,
Understood.
my first child, their first child, us experiencing that together. And he's already experienced it twice.
All right. Is she someone that's your type?
Yes, she's gorgeous. I like the look. She did well today, and thank you so much for your honesty.
Thank you. You're handsome.
Thank you.
I love that he pointed out this because did I not? Before we started filming, I was like, yes, honey. She came all the way through. Okay, actually, though. It's going back down.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh, we do have 4 unpopped balloons. Normally, I would make you go ahead and dive in and pop, but
Okay.
I think we're going to go ahead and start with a question.
All right.
So what you got for him?
So my question for all of you, thank you. You all look great. My main question is, so what does your normal weekend look like?
Is that as a single individual?
As a single individual, like what is your weekend schedule looking like?
Okay, let's check it out. All right, love. Can I get your name and age?
Okay, my name is Coco.
Nice to
I
meet
am
you.
33 years old. So as far as like my schedule is pretty much flexible. I am a caterer and I bake. So it pretty much goes as I plan.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you just never really know but I pretty much schedule in ahead of time. So say if we were going out or you had a planned date, I can always adjust my schedule.
Copy that. I like that.
All right, check out the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hon. Can I get your name and age?
Hi, my name is C Lux and I'm 30.
And what do you do?
I'm an artist.
All right, and go ahead and answer his question.
So, a typical weekend for me probably would be cleaning up, going out shopping, but it really depends because I am an artist, so I'm always traveling like here and there. But it is like last minute sometimes. It's not planned, being in that. So, yeah.
Okay, what did I miss? I was upstairs. Let's go back a little bit.
Weekend look like?
Is that as a single individual?
As a single individual, like what is your weekend schedule looking like?
Okay, let's check it out. All right, love. Can I get you? Is that as a?
All of you.
You go ahead and dive in and pop, but
Okay.
I think we're gonna go ahead and start with a question.
All right.
So what you got for him?
So my question for all of you, thank you. You all look great. My main question is, so what does your normal weekend look like?
Is that as a single individual?
As a single individual, like what is your weekend schedule looking like?
Okay, let's check it out. All right, love. Can I get your name and age?
Okay, my name is Coco.
Nice to
I
meet
am
you.
33 years old. So as far as like my schedule is pretty much flexible. I am a caterer and I bake. So it pretty much goes as I plan.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you just never really know but I pretty much schedule in ahead of time. So say if we were going out or you had a planned date, I can always adjust my schedule.
Copy that. I like that.
All right, check out the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hon. Can I get your name and age?
Hi, my name is C Lux and I'm 30.
And what do you do?
I'm an artist.
All right, and go ahead and answer his question.
So, a typical weekend for me probably would be cleaning up, going out shopping, but it really depends because I am an artist, so I'm always traveling like here and there. But it is like last minute sometimes. It's not planned, being in that. So,
Gonna be a no for me, dog. Like the whole artist thing. So I'm not knocking it. I'm an artist. But Then you're an artist, like you're not a famous artist. Like it's not really a career until it is. Now it's possible. Some people aren't known and they're making great money. I'm sure y'all know who Tech Nine is, but Tech Nine isn't the most famous rapper in the world, but he's making millions every year as basically an underground artist. But she's no Tech Nine. So being an artist at 30, yeah, like coming on a show and saying that's your profession as an artist, it just doesn't give mature. It just doesn't. And the outfit is ridiculous. I would stay away from women who wear just ridiculous attention grabbing outfits like this. It's usually not a sign of a good woman. And just the big hair, the tranny makeup, it's just all too much.
Like here and there, but it is like last minute sometimes. It's not planned, being in that. So, yeah.
Can I ask her another question? What kind of artist are you?
I rap.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
Like what? What?
So I don't need to explain why, dealing with a woman who's a rapper, a 30-year-old rapper, like I'm not knocking her for rapping. I rap. But I wouldn't go on a show and say it as like my profession. Because I mean it's an ongoing joke. The 30-plus-year-old rapper, I just no, ma'am. Fuck no. I don't want a bitch with bars. That's not what men you're usually looking for in a wife and a mother. I'm looking for a bitch who could spit. Like, no. Masculine ass shit.
Artist.
Got bars.
Let's go down to the next one. All right, now get your name and age.
I am Golden and I am 41.
And what do you do?
I'm actually a adolescent child therapist, as well as I run several businesses. I have a management company, a record label, a recruiting company. I do books. I bling out different things and everything like that. So I'm a one-stop shop.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Why does that not surprise me?
What? What are you talking about?
I didn't even keep up with all that. It's just a no off the outfit. Look at the upper thigh tattoo. What the hell is that? I don't even want to know. Like, this is just no off of appearance. That outfit is pissing me off. Yo, what up, Killer All
Fuck up.
Killer All Piglet?
But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
How many people we got in BitChute? Shout out to BitChute. This is our first official stream on BitChute. You're a part of history right now, BitChute watchers. Oh, we got 17 people on BitChute. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, shout out to all 17 of y'all. This is the very first Modern Dating Cure Rare Breed Theory live stream. I really appreciate y'all watching on BitChute. You're a part of Rare Breed Theory history. Okay, I know I'm just talking shit, but I appreciate you. Somebody did comment. Shout out to the 2 people that commented in the live chat. All right, let's get back into it. But what we looking like on Rumble? Still nobody on Rumble? Rumble was dead tonight. I mean, I'm sure it had some people in here at some point. Maybe not. Anyway. I just thought about. I mean, y'all pretty much hear from me every night. I wonder what percentage of y'all could I have a good relationship in real life with? I wonder how it would translate with some of y'all, some of the internet family here. Like, I wonder how many of us would actually get along in real life. Y'all ever wonder that? I would say I definitely kind of act different in real life than I do on my YouTube channel. Because I'm trying to be entertaining somewhat on my YouTube channel. I'm probably a lot more boring in real life. I don't know if y'all like me in real life. I'm pretty dull in real life. I'm pretty dry and low energy in real life, to be frank with you.
Record label, a recruiting company. I do books. I bling out different things and everything like that. So I'm a one-stop shop.
All right, and go ahead and answer his question.
So me, I am on my own time, so I make up my own schedule. So I'm available anytime.
Gotcha.
So what does your weekend look like?
Well, I have kids that take care of my kids, so my weekends, my weekends are pretty free unless I have an event or something that I'm doing. So I'm pretty open.
All right, let's check out this pop balloon right here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, love, can you get your name and age?
My name is Barbie. I'm 44 and I'm a serial entrepreneur.
I think them just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
Barbie, but
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
yeah, that sounds fun, Lauren. That sounds fun.
I own a boutique online and I have a clothing brand and I also day trade stocks and crypto. And the reason I popped my balloon was because he never made eye contact with me once and I'm an eye contact person. He looked at everybody else and not me, so I'm an eye contact thing.
I got you.
So
You said it was the angle?
It was the angle. It
yeah,
might have
really
just been
pretty
the-
eyes.
Thank you.
So I wish I
appreciate
could have
it.
seen them, but I didn't. So
Well, thank you, and I apologize for
it
that.
had nothing to do with you. It was like the vibe. You
I
know what
got you.
mean? So.
Well,
And is
thank
she
you.
someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Yes, of
Thank
course.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's go back down. All right, so we got to get to know them a little bit. I'm gonna let you go ahead and pop one balloon.
One balloon.
All right, I'll meet you over there.
Copy.
Smart man. Very, very smart smart man. He definitely made the right decision there.
All right, love. And why did you keep your balloon?
Well, he seems like he's very organized as far as a man. He seems like he's a real man that knows what he wants, knows what he's doing. So I liked it that.
I appreciate that.
And why'd you pop her balloon?
I only popped because my preference was over here, and that's what I'm already seeing. But I appreciate your words, and I appreciate your style. It's
Thank
very
you.
nice, and it's very original. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
All right, let's go on back down. All right, ladies, it is now your turn. I'm gonna let you go ahead and ask him a question. Are you ready? Yes. And check it out.
Of course.
All right, love. What's your question?
Well, this is what black men, and this is probably a decent brother here. This is what decent black men have to pick from. I mean, this is an extreme example, but it ain't actually that extreme. These are the clowns that good black men have to pick from. Decent black men deserve a whole lot better than this. I assure you.
Okay, so on your free time, how do you usually spend it?
I am a person who doesn't really have free time, but on my regular free time, I'm usually either if I'm not playing basketball, I'm with my dog, we running, or I do poetry. So I'm either at an open mic. I do listen to country music, so I'm either line dancing or styling or doing something out in the woods or riding horses. I'm doing stuff like that.
Okay, okay.
That's not gonna be a fit for any of these women, I would imagine. I don't think that's any of these women's vibe. Can you not make a mess? Mm-hmm.
I guess can I ask another question?
Of course.
So you're on a dating show
hmm
and you said that you don't have no free time. So how would you make time for us?
So when I say free time, I mean time to just like do nothing. I'm always doing something.
Okay,
I'm
so you keep
always
yourself
active. I
occupied.
try to be as proactive and productive as possible because I mean we really don't have that much time on earth. So
Okay.
if I'm not with my kids, like I said, I'm with my dog, we're doing stuff. I'm always out doing something meaningful or something to help or something productive.
Okay.
So yeah, I would definitely make time. I'm the best date goer you would ever have.
All right, we're gonna check out this pop balloon real
Yes.
quick. All right, love. So you did have your balloon unpopped, and you're about to ask a question, but you popped in the midst of it. What happened?
I think for me, being that I just said I was an artist, I feel like I listen to all type of genres as well, but me being the hip hop rap, that's mostly what you would hear, like with me. So it would kind of be like I would want somebody who would be able to give me pointers or have that ear for the hip hop and the rap to where if I need your, of course, if it's gonna be my partner, I'm gonna ask for your opinion. I'm gonna ask for this and that. And I feel like just with like the country, it may not have the same ear as somebody who actually listens completely like to it.
I
That was all.
understand that. Okay, I appreciate that.
That was all.
I used to have that same viewpoint, and then I heard country music, and I was like, it's just R&B rap with a twang.
Yeah, no, I like country. No, I'm not saying I like it, but that was the only reason because I'm like, okay, I'm constantly in the studio. If I'm in the studio and you're not doing nothing, but you say you don't really have time, but if you do, I'd be like, come with me. And if I'd be like, what you think? Like, I want you to actually have that ear to be like, and not think of country
No,
while you're in the studio.
I got you, but no, I wouldn't. But I got you. Okay.
All right, let's go back
Yes,
down
ma'am.
then. And let's make some space.
Oh.
Get to know a little bit. Come on.
Me?
Yeah.
You the only one with an unpopped balloon?
I love how they get so like, oh my gosh, me? Yeah. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna let you guys get one really good question, okay?
Okay.
You
I don't like this host, but she's better than the one. Let me pull up the one real quick, just to show y'all who was the absolute worst Pop the Balloon host in the history of Pop the Balloon shows.
And not think of country
No.
while you're in the studio.
I got you. But no, I wouldn't. But I got you. Okay.
all right, let's go back
Yes,
down
ma'am.
then. And let's make some space.
Oh.
Pop the balloon or find love.
Fun, you know.
This woman is the worst. This woman is the worst Pop the Balloon host of all time, and possibly the worst host of all time, period. Let's see if we can get a little demonstration of how horrible she is. Just dry, just
Hello. How you doing? Good, good.
no energy.
Okay. Let's start with you giving them your name, your age, and your occupation. My name is Marquise. My age is 44. I'm a director of security.
No smiling. I mean, I think she smiles for a second, but just her whole energy is off.
Okay, Marquise. What are some green
That BBL right there is crazy. You could just tell it's a BBL. That's an awkward shape. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. Y'all see the BBL, the fake, just the botched BBL. Y'all see it.
Flags in dating you? Well, I'm adventurous. Love to travel. Love to spend quality time when I have the time when I'm not working. So that's a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is an interesting fact about you?
I'm just fun, you know. I mean, I love to travel again. I love doing different things. So I guess that time will tell that I get chosen, you know.
Right, right. And what was your love path?
My love path is the harmonizer.
Okay, a harmonizer. All right. Well, you have no pop balloons. You may ask the ladies a question. Go ahead with your question.
What do you see yourself in the next year for as dating? If you was dating a guy, how long do you feel like it would take for you to feel like you want that guy or he's that guy?
Okay. All right, let's start with your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Elle. I'm 39 and I'm a senior paralegal. And to be honest, can you repeat the question one more time?
The question was, where do you see yourself within a year with a guy, like for is, you know, relationship wise, being with him?
Hopefully in a relationship and taking it further, that will be more commitment than anything.
Okay.
Your name, your age, and occupation.
Brittany, and I'm a salon owner.
And how old are you?
How old am I? 32.
Okay.
Where do I see myself in a year with a guy? Wherever he leads me. So if that's with him or that's with another man, that's how we're gonna do that.
No, you don't take. You don't take direction well. You wouldn't be here. See, it's easy to keep and maintain a man. That's why I just say there's no good reason for a woman to be single after 20 or after 25, 30 max. You're not a good woman, ma'am. And a tattoo in the middle of her chest is an instant deal breaker. And just that whole attitude you just gave, whether that's with you or another man, like shut up. Their attitudes just get worse, and they think somebody want this. But their attitudes get worse with age. I don't know why they think anybody wants this. Who wants to deal with this? Ah, gosh, this pees me off, folks. It really just pees me off. Shout out to the people watching on BitChute. I think are we at 3 hours? I'm sleepy. Damn it, that's close enough. Somebody's gonna say I swindled. Fuck them. Anybody who think I swindled you, just deal with it, I guess. Yeah, I'm tired and sleepy, so I'm getting off here. That's close enough to 3 hours. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an a-hole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Keep your blood pressure and your blood sugar down to keep the Reaper from coming around. And get your yearly checkup so the Reaper don't catch up. Say bye, folks. Say bye, folks. Can you say it? Say bye.
Bye, folks.